Hey guys, welcome to Inspiration, Influence, and Income. I'm your host, Danielle Patterson Whittingham, and I'm super excited to be bringing you this whole Into the Blaq webinar. And Blaq stands for Build, Launch, and Quit. But not only that, Into the Blaq means you're taking to your business and your dreams and your lifestyle, not only into a place where it's profitable, but into the place of your dreams. And one thing I can tell you about Into the Blaq is that if you're not deliberate about your bottom line, if you're not deliberate about your profits, if you're not deliberate about your revenue, it doesn't happen automatically, which is a word we've made up. It doesn't happen on its own. And so just as you're intentional about getting dressed every day so you don't have to go out into the world naked, you should be intentional about generating revenue in your business. And so today, I'm super excited to bring Allyson Byrd, also Visa. I'm going to kick it over to you for an official introduction, but I'm sure she's going to have some money talk for y'all, because that's what she do.
And so Allyson Byrd, first of all, we want to say thank you for saying yes and for being on the platform with us. Guys, you have been seeing some phenomenal presenters throughout this whole telesummit. bit.ly BLAQ webinar is how you get the replays as well as those freebies that some of the speakers have already talked about, and some of them haven't even told you what they had up their sleeve. So guess what? bit.ly /BLAQ webinar is how you get those replays. And so Allyson Byrd, also known as the Profit Accelerator, listen, PROFIT. See, I know y'all gonna be like, wait a minute, what's she do with profits? Listen, PROFIT Accelerator is the first and only small business owner to create an international production house for thought leaders to be executive produced in publication, online platform expansion, and offline sales strategies. Allyson's team has created a web, TV, podcasting, book publication, and digital sales and marketing agency unlike any other. She bad, y'all. In case y'all didn't get that from the first part, she bad, y'all. Celebrated as one of the world's most trusted leadership advisors and sales experts for entrepreneurs and small business owners, Allyson and her team of masterful facilitators have coached over 3,000 entrepreneurial leaders to create over $105 million in new revenue. Somebody say new revenue. Somebody say new revenue in the past 8 years. Allyson's work behind the scenes gives her clients the spotlight they deserve. She has just the right mix of education, motivation, and most importantly, vision to help take businesses to the next level through her distinctive method of accelerated profit strategies. She is the founder of Chief Sales Officer of Money Movers International LLC. So listen, I'll reiterate, she bad, y'all. She bad. So, Allyson, tell us what you have for us, sis.
What's up, everybody? I'm so excited. Let me just do a mic check. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay, not if it's yes. All right. So I want everybody that is in the chat, I want you to hashtag wake up, wake up, wake up. I get that it's late, but here's what we know about entrepreneurial leaders. We know that we don't sleep when we don't have the reality that we want. So hashtag team no sleep, hashtag wake up, wake up, wake up. Danielle made me think of a song from back in the day when she was teaching. And, you know, I'm not the singer, but everybody when I was growing up was forced to sing a little something. And so Danielle, this is the song that I used to sing when I was in my rise, and listening to you made me think about it. And I said, God, I haven't sang that song in so long. And so I want everybody to, you know, just as a matter of fact, let me just get 5 willing people to hashtag sang Allyson. And I'm going to just give you guys a little piece of it, not because I'm a singer, but because I want you to understand the synergy that comes from all of us that are on, from Candace to Alta Beast, from Danielle, to Steve, who was on earlier, to Nikki, to what we've walked through in order to bring something to you. See, you can't bring something to anyone if you haven't been through something, if you haven't survived, if you haven't risen, if you haven't overcome, if you haven't made a decision, a declaration that you will be unapologetic, not by Instagram hashtag, but by the reality of your life. Somebody's going to get that. You might not get it in this moment, but you're going to get it in 5 hours. You're going to get it tomorrow at Hawaii Standard Time. You're going to get that breakthrough has to come from the inside out, that it doesn't get the opportunity to meet you where you are. Breakthrough actually stands at your breakthrough place and says, come to me. And what many of you don't realize is that some of the things that you are overcoming, some of the things that you are judging, looking to the left and looking to the right in comparison, you are actually meant to get through it in order to meet your breakthrough. And so I just want to say to those of you that are on, that the reason that you are here is because breakthrough is available. And where I sit is not where you are. I'm going to say it again. This is not an egotistical statement. Where I sit is not where you are. What my responsibility is and why Danielle put me on this broadcast is to call you from where you are, a place called stuck, a place called not enough, a place called overwhelmed, a place called fear, a place called confusion, a place called small, a place called doubting, a place called sameness, a place called resistance. Where you are, where you live in the seat of your soul no longer serves you. And so if you're ready to break free, hashtag break free. If you're ready to break through, hashtag breakthrough. If you're ready to break out, hashtag break out. If you're ready to do all three, you should be doing 3 different posts. Your fingers should be moving so fast that your iPhone smokes, that your Android smokes, that your MacBook smokes, that your iPad is smoking, that your tablet is smoking. Because I didn't come to keep you the same. I didn't come to meet you where you are. I came to sit where I am and say, will you rise? And so the goodness and godness that is ready to move through you can only do it if you move from where you are. And some of you, unfortunately, are so connected to your convenience that you forget to be tied to your conviction. And your conviction is your vision that will pull you forward, that will wake you up, that will call you out of misery and plop you into your message, your methodology, and your money. And so if you want to get into your message, your methodology, your money, you've got to be willing to step away from your misery. So hashtag no more misery. And that's not for everyone, but that's for some of you. And so for those of you who need that, you need that breakthrough, you need that next level, you need that next step, you need that awareness, you need that awakening. That's why you're here. That's why you're here, to be beyond motivated, to be beyond inspired. You're here to be beyond taught. You're here to be beyond preached at and preached to, but you're here to be transformed. 5 people posting the thread right now. Transform me now. Transform me now. You're ready to be transformed. And transformation can only come when you raise your hand. Transformation can only come when you say, where I am is expired and it no longer serves me. Transformation doesn't come because you think it's cute. Transformation doesn't come because you think it's a good idea. Transformation doesn't come because you're thirsty for any and everything. Transformation can only come when you are desiring of freedom. Transformation can only come when you stop judging someone else's breakthrough and you don't know they've been through. Transformation can only come when you are being an unapologetic stand for you. And so what I know for sure is that you are the sum average of the 5 people that you hang around. Jim Rohn said it, and before him, James Allen said it in the book As a Man Thinketh. And so if you don't know 5 people that are on this broadcast with you, that is the first breakdown. Your ability to transcend in wealth comes from your community. So I want you to hashtag the number 5 when you've invited 5 people on this broadcast, and we should see the numbers exponentially grow. If you can get on this broadcast and you don't have 5 friends that are sitting here learning and growing and accelerating with you, when Danielle says buy blaq, you need to be buying blaq. Why? When you're in that community thread, you need to find the 5 people that are connected to you. When Danielle says, come meet me in Houston, come meet me in Vegas, come meet me wherever I am, you need to be in the room. Why? You can't call her coach, but when she says jump, you don't say how high. You can't honor her with that title when your actions don't lean into that. Don't shop in her grocery store and consume all of her information, but then walk by the checkout as though you owe nothing. Come on, guys. I'm going to get in your face because you have a responsibility, not to her, but a responsibility to you. And some of you sit in consumption station and you don't give yourself the freedom that comes and can only be accelerated through massive action. So here's my encouragement. Hashtag 5 when you've hit the share button and you've hit 5 friends. Hashtag 5 when you've popped off this broadcast for 3 seconds and you text your girlfriend, you text your guy friend, you said, listen, you got to be on here. You got to spend the next 35, 45, 55 minutes getting the next level of understanding for yourself. We're transforming together. You got to call that out. So I just want you guys to know the number 1 breakdown in wealth acceleration, not making money, because making money is one thing. Not driving profits is another, but actually building wealth that will leave a legacy is based on community. And if your community is a group of people that only know how to consume, what will happen is your wealth will be sucked up by the environment, and your wealth will not have the opportunity to move and create for you. Why is my company called Money Movers? Because money moves in the direction of doing good, of living well. If you do good, you should live well. If you live well, you should do good. Guess what? For those of you that think giving your services away for free, that you're doing good, check the fruit. The fruit says, if you do good, you live well. So if you are giving things away for free, but when you look at your home, you are not living well. When you look at your bank account, it is not doing well. You look at your physical health and it is not well. You look at your spiritual and relational health and that is not well. Then you've got to ask yourself, am I really doing good? Come on, guys, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hashtag wake up, wake up, wake up.
They up, Allyson.
Give ourselves permission to create the next level of our rise. Our rise doesn't come because somebody decided to do a live stream. Our rise doesn't come because we watched a YouTube video. Our rise doesn't come because we read a new book. Our rise doesn't come because we attended a new event. Our rise doesn't come because we hired a new coach. Somebody lied to you if you believe that. Your rise is now supported by those things. But the rise must begin from within. When you learn to go within, you will never have to live a life without. 5 people post that in the thread. When I learn, say it in your own language. When I learn to go within, I will never have to live a life without. That is what's up for you. So I just came to tell you guys that there's an opportunity. And listen, I'm looking at the numbers of the broadcast right now. They have not exponentially risen. So guess what that tells me? This audience does not have the right community. So your number 1 task must be the number 1 thing that you must do. One of my first $50,000 investments as a business leader, they said, evaluate your community. And when I looked to the left and when I looked to the right, I realized no one around me was making more than $200,000 a year. Well, guess what? I wanted to build a 7-figure business. So if no one around me was making or creating more than $200,000 a year, then that told me I didn't have the right community. So the question was, do I lead the people that I love and that love me in order to go for the success that I know is available for me? And the answer is no. You must know the difference between your community and your tribe. You must know the difference. Write that down between your community and your tribe. Your community is what you are born into, and your tribe is what will grow you up and allow you to create something that you've never had before. Oh, that's an aha moment. Y'all better heart it up, like it up, heart it up, like it up, heart it up, like it up, heart it up, like it up. Your community is what you are born into. Your sisters, your daddy, your mama, your auntie, your cousins, your church, your mosque, your synagogue. Like, those are all the places where your community, and they love you unapologetically. They love you when your drawers stink. They love you. And they are never going to go anywhere. When you don't feel good, when you ain't good, when you make bad decisions. Come on, y'all. When I lived in my darkest days, snot coming down, meeting tears down the side of my face because I made some of the worst decisions, my community never left. But some of you try to bring your community into your tribe, and you wonder why your business cannot grow, because your community is meant to fill your love account. Your tribe is meant to fill your bank account. Ooh-wee. Come on, hashtag breakthrough, guys. Hashtag breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. Your community will fill your love account. Your tribe will fill your bank account. And you've got to be as diligent about cultivating and curating success in your tribe as much as you do inside of your community. So you go to the family reunions, you eating the potato salad, you grilling the pork chops, you eating everything and hanging out with your community. You've got to do the same thing to call forth and demand your rise with your tribe. And that's where you'll find the next iteration of your success. All right, you guys, I think you're getting it. I think you're getting it. I'm not totally sure that you're getting it, but if you're getting it, I want you to post in the thread, I'm rocking with you, girl. I'm rocking with you, girl. I want you to just tell me that you are, just so I know, because I want to make sure that I'm not confused here. All right? So listen, yesterday, I was on when Danielle and Sade Wayadu were on, and I loved what they said when they said the new MBA is a massive bank account. And I said, oh, that's my title for tomorrow. And I officially snagged it. I said, listen, I'm a part of the family. I'm a part of the community. This is the official snag. So let me just say this. For those of you, you guys can still see me, right? Okay, good. I believe that leaders are readers. We say it all the time. There are a couple of my favorite books that are on my desk. And before I jump in, I want to give a few of them away. This is 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class. I read this book every day, every single day. And the reason is because every day there's a lesson that's only a page and a half. And I learned from my mentor, Simon T. Bailey, that every day you should be reading for several hours a day if you want to accelerate your learning. So this is one of the things that I read whenever I need a level set in my day. I am going to ship this book out. Jenny, you're on the thread. Jenny's my social media manager. So if you're seeing me post, that's Jenny posting as me. And so Jenny, I want you to go grab a winner chicken dinner. But here's the thing. Only if you hashtag share will you be able to enter to be able to win this. And so Jenny, tell me who hashtag shared, who did it. We're going to do this on the integrity model. So if you hashtag share, it's because you did it, and we'll get this shipped out to you. We'll make sure Amazon gets this in your hands. If you're in the US, you'll have it by the weekend. All right. Another book that I'm reading, my friend Paul Brunson posted about this. One of the things that I've learned is that when my community has something to say about me, I need to listen. My community was saying to me that my conversation and communication was showing up really harshly. And so for a season, I told them, deal with it. For a season, I did. But then I heard it from some people that I really respected on my team, and I realized that I was losing more than I was gaining, staying the same. Some of you need to hear that. And right when I was looking for a resource, my friend Paul Brunson Instagrammed about this communication book. Some of you need to read this. It is 92 Little Tricks for Big Success in Relationships. You'll notice that I love reading books that have great snippets because I don't have a ton of time to read a ton of things, but I like to stay educated. I dropped out of high school when I was 15 years old. I went back when I was 19. I graduated when I was 20. I read MBA for Dummies to start my business. I didn't have a silver spoon put in my mouth, but when I got old enough to change my story, I went and bought my own damn silver spoon, and I dine out of it daily. It's called my destiny. Yes, yes, or yes. So if you want this, I want you to make sure that you hashtag share, and Jenny will make sure that she lets me know who won. Jenny, can you ping me so I can say the names right away, and then we can give them the details on how they can grab this. And then last but not least, one of my great, amazing clients, this is the third book that I'm reading, wrote this book. Her name is Sherry Riley. She was the first senior executive for LaFace Records. And so you've heard, of course, of Kenny Babyface Edmonds. And so if you've heard of careers like Outkast and Usher and TLC and Monica, she was behind many of those. And what she realized one day is that she was sacrificing her own success for her own personal, she was sacrificing her personal peace for what she thought was success. And so the back of this says, peace is possible, peace is our power, peace is the new success. I am quoted in this book. This is a new book, so this isn't the one that I'm reading. So it's not marked. I think it's on page 90. Oh, wait, is that it? Nope, that's not it. Okay, but I'm quoted along with Peter Drucker, some amazing leaders in here. This is an amazing read. Peter Drucker, Oprah Winfrey. We are going to ship this out to you. So hashtag share. If you've shared this out on your page, Jenny is checking that out. I'm going to ship this and send this directly to you. So hashtag share. You guys got this? Listen, you will never come in an environment that I'm in and I won't outgive you. I absolutely believe in it. I will outgive you all day long because I believe that when you give, you open up abundance all over the place, all over the place. Yes, 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 or yes. All right. Thank you guys for sharing. I see you guys. I see you sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Go ahead and ping me. Let me know who the winners are. That way I can make sure that I give that out. All right, perfect. And let me make sure that I know where you are pinging me. All right, so Jenny says that our winners are Antoinette Gabriel. Is it Celia Frazier? Did I say that right? Celia Frazier.
Yay.
And Alita Smith. Yes?
Yay.
All right, so all you guys have to do is email us, helpdesk@AllysonByrd.com. Jenny put that in the thread so that they can see that. Email us your mailing address and we will get that sent out to you. Jenny will make sure that if that doesn't go out tonight, it goes out tomorrow and you'll have it by the weekend. I love my friend Danielle for doing this. I love this community. Thank you guys for welcoming me so warmly. And thank you for this incredible opportunity. And so I wanted to make sure, my grandmama said, when you show up in somebody's house, show up with a little something, something in your hand. Yes? All right. So I promised you guys that I would, that Danielle had reminded me of something. And so I just want to say a little bit of it for you, but this is how it went. So the song was, let me think. Now I'm like, what are the lyrics? Okay, I got it. Me. All right, I'm not the singer, but I will sing this because it's for somebody. And I want you to receive it with your heart. They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I never amount to anything, but I'm glad to say that I'm on my way. I told y'all I ain't the singer, but I'm gonna sing my song. But I ain't going nowhere. I'm out here to stay. Does anybody remember that song?
Sing it,
Allyson.
Allyson.
They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I'd never amount to anything. But I'm glad to say that I'm on my way and I ain't going nowhere. I'm out here to stay. And then the singer said, there were many that started out with me, but now they've gone astray. But I'm still here holding on. I am still here holding on. Yourself, why am I not where I should be? Why have I not done what I should do? And you don't realize that the hand that is here to feed you is the earth angel that you've been praying for. And so when you're thinking about Can I make an investment? Can I set myself up? Can I give myself permission to win in a bigger, badder, and bolder way? The answer is yes. But you can't do it sitting from your place of convenience. You got to do it from the land of conviction. So let me just tell you and give you a little bit of context that can help you go, should I be in Black Code? Should I get myself the opportunity to learn more, to do more, to create more? Should I wait until 2018? Should I wait until next? Listen, the answer is don't wait for anything. Step into it now. When I look at the fact that I've coached my clients to win contracts with fortune companies from Coca-Cola, Delta, Time Warner, Walgreens, Kraft Foods, I never in a million years would have thought that I would be sitting at the table, negotiating a deal with P&G. I never would have thought I'd be sitting with General Motors. I never would have thought. When I sang that song, they said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. When I would sit there and I would sing it and I would think, and my heart would be open and I'd say, can I do it? And I'd be like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. But my bank account was telling me, oh, baby girl, you can't. But my credit score was saying, oh, baby girl, you can't. But when I went to the bank to get a business line of credit, oh, baby girl, but you can't. They said I'd never amount to anything, but I'm glad to say that I'm on my way. Come on, sometimes you got to sing yourself. You got to sing yourself into your own breakthrough. You don't even know that Coca-Cola is waiting around the corner. You don't know that Walt Disney is coming to meet you. You don't know that Target is going to sign the contract. You don't know that you're going to walk into an event where someone is bored and it's going to be the Wells Fargo senior executive. You don't know that you're going to meet somebody that's a C-level executive from Time Warner and they're going to say, oh, I can write that check. What have you been waiting on? See, the number one reason that people come and they look and they say, Allyson, can you support me? Is because they understand that through whatever breakdown they're leaving money on the table. If you believe that right now you are living a reality where you are leaving money on the table, you're leaving it on the table because you haven't built the nonprofit, you're leaving it because you haven't written the book, you're leaving it because you haven't written the song, you're leaving it because you haven't gone to the networking event, you're leaving it because you haven't shown up and gotten from behind your computer. You're leaving it because you haven't built the solution. You're leaving it for whatever reason, because you're fearful, because you're small. You're leaving it because you don't know how. And you're saying to yourself, if somebody would just show me how. If you're leaving money on the table, hashtag money on the table right now. I'm just asking you guys. I'm just asking who's singing that song. I ain't going nowhere. I'm out here to stay. Come on, you ain't got to sing it good. You ain't got to be Rihanna. You ain't got to be Beyonce. You ain't got to be Celine Dion. You ain't got to, be Shania Twain. You just got to sing the song that comes from the lining of your gut. That's the one that I'm speaking to today. That's the woman that I'm speaking to today that says, I've got to create my own rise. The woman that's sitting right now with tears falling down your face, pooling in your chest, the same chest that fed your babies. And now you say, now what about my dream? I'm speaking to the man whose wife doesn't understand this world that you've been listening to and growing into. And you're saying, baby, there's a new way. Baby, there's a new math. Baby, there's a new methodology. Baby, I think I can. And she's looking at you saying, but can you write the check for the mortgage? Come on, you guys. You got to give yourself permission to move beyond the naysayers, move beyond the enemies, even when the enemy is the one that you're sleeping with. You got to understand that sometimes we have enemies for a season until we can give them the proof that makes them a raving fan. Whoa, that was for somebody. That was for somebody. Yes, 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 or yes. Come on, yes, 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 or yes. Number 2 reason, or 1B. You're lacking influence over self, influence over your thoughts, influence over your past, influence over your present, your future, your reality, influence too with around others. So here's the breakdown. You listen to someone like Danielle and you go, well, I want to do a live stream, but when I get on, there are only 2 people. You listen to someone like Steve earlier today and you go, but I want to do a podcast, but who am I going to tell about that podcast? You listen to someone like Nikki Woods and you go, okay, I I think I can do it, but wait a minute, what can I do for my own public relations? You listened to somebody yesterday like Shay Brown, who says this is what it looks like for you to be the happy entrepreneur, to create the success that you ultimately desire and deserve. And you go, I don't know if I could do it. And then you listen to Trevor Otts and you listen to him talk about your mission, your message, your methodology, building your movement. And if you don't have it, what happens to your money? And you go, oh, it's too much, it's hurting my head, I don't know what to do. But what you don't understand is that you don't listen to them individually. You must listen to them collectively. You must listen to the messages and allow them to collaborate to bring you the answer so that you can expand, so that you can be more, so that you can create more. See, it doesn't help for you to be out unapologetic where you are. You've got to be unapologetic where you are and then go to the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. Even when you don't see the next step. Even when you don't see it, you must take it. And while your foot is hanging in the balance of the air, the next step will magically appear. See, some of you want to be able to see it all the way before you go there. Our A-type personalities. Allyson, I got to see the plan. It's the only way that I can move forward. But what you must understand is that while faith is not the strategy for business, it is a necessary component for your own heart and healing as a leader of your business. See, I had to learn that my business doesn't bleed, but I do as a leader. And so you have to understand that you've got to care for your business and you've got to care for you. It is what Jay-Z said. He said, I'm not a businessman. I am the business. Man, hashtags Jay-Z. He said, I'm not a businessman. I am the business man. You've got to give yourself permission to be the totality of your business and bring to market the first level of your win in order to graduate to the next level of success. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you the 5-step process that you must do in order to get to the next level of your win. Number 2 reason, what you think, how you think, why you think, and when you think about money has to be unlearned, relearned, and adapted to new understanding with new behaviors, and you don't know how. I'll never forget having a conversation with Stedman Graham and saying, Stedman, I have made all of this money, and now I'm trying to figure out what to do. And he said, you know what, Allyson, you don't believe, and guys, don't get offended, but I'm going to just tell you right now, he called me the B word. And he said to me, you don't believe you can have ultimate freedom and be a billionaire. That was his B word. And I thought to myself, I've never thought about being a billionaire. I just never had at that point. It had never called to me. I didn't understand it. And something happens when you are in suffering that you can't even see past the next day. How many of you grew up, you know, what did Danielle say? I wrote it down. She said, she had 12 to 14 people in her home at one time. 12 to 14 people. Sometimes the conditioning of our environment can limit what we can perceive for our future. So the conditioning of our past now speaks into our future, and we don't understand that it casts a net around our future, and we start finding ourselves playing safe and playing small, and we don't even realize it. We don't understand that we've been called to be a farmer, but we're living as a gardener. You know you're a gardener when you only make enough to take care of your house and home. You know you're a farmer when you have enough to give out and to give away. See, when I first started making money, I couldn't build schools in Togo, Africa. I couldn't send backpacks to third world countries. I couldn't support churches in my local community for their back to school. Come on, you guys, I couldn't do those things because I had to first be a gardener of my own territory and of my own field. But the whole time I'm asking to enlarge my territory, and I'm thinking I've got to learn something new. And I've got to actually unlearn what is no longer serving me. 5 people post in the thread right now. It's my time to unlearn. You've got to unlearn some of the things your pastors taught you, some of the things your former mentors taught you, some of the things your parents that you love taught you. What I had to know is that my mother was born in 1951 in a time of restriction for women, in a time of restriction for African Americans, and definitely in a time of restriction for African American women. So some of the things that my mother taught me to keep me safe and maintain did not allow me to accelerate and create a 7-figure and multi-seven-figure business. She didn't have the capacity to teach me that. She was my community, but I had to rise to my tribe in order to get me there. All right, somebody's going to get it. You might not get it today, but you're going to get it on the replay. You might not get it the first time you listen to the replay. That's why you got to own it, because it is, who was it that said it? That repetition is the mother and the father of our learning. Wayne Dyer said it, and I know he regurgitated that intelligence from someone, but you've got to listen to it over and over and over again. See, some of you, I could ask you what the lyrics are to the new Cardi B song, but when I ask you what is your mantra for ultimate success, you don't have one. See, I can ask you what is what was said on the latest Love and Hip Hop, or what was said on the Real Housewives of ABC 123. You can tell me who you voted for on American Idol or Dancing with the Stars, but you cannot tell me how to build your own P&L and how to make sure that your balance sheet is right for your business. You don't even get it. You don't even get it. But you'll sit on platforms like this and you'll try to consume and try to consume and try to consume. But it's like a latte and it's just foam at the top with no nutritional value. What I'm saying to you is it's time for you to get something in the belly, in the seat of who you are, so that you can do more, be more, and create more. All right, I'm going to keep it going so that I can wrap it up for you guys. So listen, if you're flowing, if you're rocking, if you're rolling, I want you to put, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. Let me know in the thread, because I don't know, because I can't hear you. I can't see you. So I got to feed off of your energy. I'm a black girl from the South. You know, we gotta get it in. We got to get it in. All right. So let's meet Sarah. This is why you have to know making money is imperative for your overall success. During one of my online trainings, I realized that I left a minimum of $76,000 on the table in revenue, is what Sarah wrote to my company. She says, I can't even count the revenue from products I haven't sold. I realized I don't have a plan for selling a major project in the market that I know will rock the world and make a big difference. So we actually did the math for Sarah. 76,000 was Sarah's number, but we estimated another 25,000 per quarter for product that she hadn't sold, and another 125 annually for the big idea that she has yet to have position to even sell. So when we looked at this, her potential loss of revenue was $301,000. Take a look at this. What could we have done with $301,000? Well, we could have bought 4 2017 Cadillac Escalades, 232 Christian Louboutin shoes, sent 29 children to state colleges, built 2 struggling families a starter home, and according to Feed America, we could have in the U.S. alone, with just a tithe, 10% of the $301,000, we could have fed 301,000 hungry people in the U.S. Sarah's number one breakdown, are you guys ready for it? Is that she did not know how to master being the spokesperson for her brand and give herself permission to do one thing and win one way. So one way that you guys see Danielle winning and winning and winning is through a model of what? Live streaming. Winning and winning and winning. Winning and winning and winning. What does she keep telling you? Here's the formula. Here's the methodology. Don't do me, do you, but use the methodology. See, the reason that I created a one thing methodology, and why all of my clients in the last 8 years, guys, we've created over $105 million in new revenue for brand new entrepreneurial leaders. That's 3,000 leaders generating an average of $35,000 in new revenue as a result of our group programming, our live workshops, our events. Like, those are the kinds of metrics that are easily achievable for you. How many of you could use another $35,000, hashtag 35K right now? How many of you could use that? But you've got to give yourself permission to win one way and do one thing. Here's how you do it. Number one, write this down. Somebody take notes for me in the thread, and then I can wrap this up. Number one, you must look at, what is my next achievement? So some of you want to do a vision board, you want to make it big, you want to go all over the place, and I respect you for that, and I value your big thinking, and I say do it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it. Then take that vision board and say, now what is the one thing I can do right now that can get me to a place of profit? So the number one thing is identify what achievement you can have. The number 5 thing is identify what achievement can I have that will get me to profit. Number 1 and number 5. Well, Allyson, what's in between? Well, what's in between is look at that achievement and ask yourself 3 questions, and that's what's in between. Is it simple? Question number 1. Is it repeatable? Question number 3. Number 2. Number 3. Number 2. Number 2. All right, there's my numbers, number 2. And then question number 3, can I do it fast? Can I accelerate? So you say, this is my achievement. This is the achievement connected to profit, number 1, number 5. Then ask yourself 3 questions in the middle. And the 3 questions in the middle are, is it simple? Can I repeat it? And can I do it quickly? That's how you will know if that's the thing for you to do now and do today. If you got to do a lot of learning to make it happen, that might not be the thing that you need to do. If you say, all right, I can step into the blaq code from there, I can make sure in the next 6 weeks, I can do this, 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 and this, that's exactly the next thing that you need to do. See, you've got to give yourself permission to identify what is the achievement that will get me to my profit, and is my profit money right now? Or is my profit entrepreneurial education and entrepreneurial learning? Some of you are trying to bypass the education and the learning and get straight to the money when you can actually do them simultaneously. So let me show you this before I wrap up. And by the way, I'm going to give you guys a resource. If you want a resource from me, just post in the thread, give it to me, girl, give it to me, girl, and I'll make sure that Jenny posts that. I'm going to give you a resource that's going to support you to be able to take your sales, to take your money and accelerate it by 300% or more. So if you're making $1, guess what that means? Now, all of a sudden, what are you going to be making? You making $100? Accelerate that by 300%. Like, you got to look at, how do I start having exponential growth? What I want you guys to understand is that there was no way I could become the leader that I am today. Black women are 322%. 322% we lead in the entrepreneurial market, and yet we are the most over-serving and under-earning community of all. And so how did I get to the top 3% of society and the top 1% of African American earners? How? Let me show you the formula. So here is the very simple baseline formula that I started. And you may go, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a chiropractor, I have a hard product like the Snuggie or frames, or, I'm a trichologist, I help people, so you may have to shape the formula around a different kind of solution. But the one thing that I want you guys to get is you can leverage being paid more for what you know than what you do. So I'm inviting you to think differently and to unlearn that everything you earn has to be directly connected to what you do, and start leveraging it for what you actually know. So let's just say you go on a virtual speaking platform like this, and in that virtual speaking platform, guess what? You sell something for $1,000. And all I want you to do, you don't need to have a list of 5,000. You don't need to have a list of 30,000. You don't have to pay for a ton of Facebook ads to make this happen. Come on. All you have to do is sell 15 of them. And then guess what? In 3 weeks, you're going to do it all over again. And you're going to sell 15 all over again. And it's very different. It's a different pathway than one of the things that I heard Danielle talk about earlier today, which was in volume. And so you can choose to go in a volume model, or you can choose to go in a laser model. And guess what? They both win. They both win. So you just got to see which formula will work for me. So when you have 15 people that buy from you twice, right? So you have 2 different sets of 15 people, that's $30,000 that you create in under, then bring it to a live event. And from there, you upsell them into a $10,000 solution. You go, I don't have a $10,000 solution. Then why aren't you paying $99 a week right now to be a part of Danielle's teaching so that you can make that? I mean, look at this. With this math right here, times 6, you can make 60,000. Then you could do a low-level program at $99 per month using the same methodology that Danielle teaches, pick up another $11,000 and do $100,000 in under 90 days. If you did that 4 times within a year, that would put you at $400,000. And you hear it all the time that if it were easy, everybody would be doing it. Here's the reality. It's the resilience, it's the persistence, it's the focus, it's the equilibrium of the leader that stops everybody. You guys stop way too soon. It's why you got to have a coach and a mentor speaking and causing you over and over to remember your song. Wait a minute. They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I'd never amount to anything. But I'm glad to say that I'm on my way. I ain't going nowhere. I'm out here to stay. You got to have somebody that keeps you staying focused, that has someone that keeps you staying resilient, has someone that whispers in your ear and says, tell me what you said you were going to do for your kids. Tell me what you said you were going to do for your mama. Tell me what you were going to do for your parents. Tell me what you were going to do for your church. Tell me what you were going to do for the, for the continent of Africa. Tell me what you said you were going to do for the people under the bridge in your inner city. Somebody's got to remind you and hold you accountable. So listen, the final thing that I want to say is if you're looking for your next resource, and I saw quite a few of you posting that, all you're going to do is go to moneyandfreedom.live. So it's 4 words, moneyandfreedom.live. Moneyandfreedom.live. 5 people post that URL for me if you'll be so helpful. But don't do it if you have fat fingers and you invert your letters and you can't spell. Don't be my willing worker. I love you, but don't do it because then people will be trying to click and it doesn't work. So moneyandfreedom.live. 4 words, moneyandfreedom.live. And that's going to give you access to the teachings and the trainings that help you expound and expand on more of what I shared. That's going to give you the permission slip that you need to step into programs like what Danielle is offering and opportunities that get you to the ultimate destiny that you desire. I love you and I see you and I've been where you are and I've been where you're trying to go. What I know for sure is that when I read the book, The Little Engine That Could, the first train looked at the broken down train and said, I will never help you, and spoke to it in judgment. That didn't feel good. Didn't feel good at all. Didn't work. The second train said, oh, I could never help you, and looked at himself and said, I'm not good enough. The third train says, tell me your mission and tell me your calling. If you tell me what you're about, I might be able to get my own courage aligned with you. And he said, well, I've got to get these toys to these kids, but the more important part is that this food is going to spoil, and I got to make sure that they get fed. And he said, you know what? I'm aligned with what you're about. And if we hitch our wagons to one another, I think we can. The reason that you want to be with a leader like Danielle is because she says, what's your mission? What's your vision? What's next for you? And when you tell her, well, I want to build this nonprofit. Well, I want to write this book. Well, I want to go on this speaking tour. Well, I want to step out of corporate America. And she says, what's the time expiration? And you say, I really feel like I heard God tell me I need to do it in 18 months, but I don't know enough. And she says, but if we come together, I think we can. And then she says, what do you want to do? And you say, I need extra money because I need to pay for my kids' college tuition. And she says, what's the time expiration? Well, they're junior right now. Only have 2 years. And she says, tell me. And I think we can. It's time for you to hitch your wagon onto something greater than you. Dr. Martin Luther King said it first. President Barack Obama reiterated it in 2008. And now in 2017, I say it to you. I think we can. I think we can. I think we can. Back over to you all, Tabitha.
Wow. So guys, a couple of things I just want to tell you. And first of all, if I've helped you make money, and you guys have seen me interview my clients that have 2x, 3x, 5x their income over the last few days, I want you just to type it in the chat, me. And the reason I say that is because if one can do it, all can do it. There's a formula for success. There's a formula for success. Now, none of you are here by accident. None of you are here by accident. A lot of you have been aligned to me. Some of you have been aligned to Allyson. A lot of you have been aligned to me. Will you accept the alignment? I got on my bracelets from you right now, Dana. I love long walks to the bank. And they're still saying me because I've helped you birth a business out of nothing. I've helped you build revenue out of what you learned in corporate America. I did it for myself. And I do it for you. And so for those of you who are still watching from the fringes, you got to say, let me in, coach, I can play. And I came from nothing twice. I didn't come from nothing once. I came from nothing in corporate America. And I came from nothing as an entrepreneur. If you follow the program, my clients will tell you, success leaves clues. That's what Tony Robbins says. If you follow the pattern, the formula works. If you sit there and say you can't afford $99 a week, you are limiting your access. And I will tell you, more often than not, thank you, Audrey. Audrey said, help me turn my passion to profit, and I need more. Come back and let's get more. But even in going through Allyson's formula, that one thing, I make you hold on to that one thing. Because we as women, we like shiny stuff, me included. And so we tend to look at what's next instead of saying what's now. So that's one thing we make you hone down on in the blaq code. And then the simple, repeatable, the fast, we do that, and I make you scale. One thing Allyson said was about us being the leader as it relates to being new business entrepreneurs. We absolutely are that, but we fail to scale. And we fail to scale because we're one-trick ponies. And what happens is we only have one product, one service, and as a result of that, we don't have a low end or a high end. See, I picks all my money up. Whether you got $15 to spend with me or $15,000, I get it all off the table. And that, at the end of the day, is what I challenge you to do. And many of you know that. I've challenged you to create your high-end programs. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to get up off your badunkas, brand new word, made it up just now. You can't take that one, Allyson. You can't take that one, boo-boo. If you're not willing to get up off your badunkas and save yourself, and I come here every day and I beg you, and I show you the numbers and the money that you're leaving on the table. I told you about my client that had a free membership group with 1,700 people. I said, girl, if you was just to charge them $19, get your calculator, y'all, because you know I love it. Get y'all off this cloud Allyson got y'all on, and get y'all back to this calculator. $1,900, 1,700 people, $387,000 a month you're leaving on the table. You guys are running around working for free. Just stop. Just stop. bit.ly/blaq code. BLAQCODE. Everybody that saw me do that math, you know we call that ghetto math. Because guess what? Even if you can't add real good, you know that a whole bunch of people buying your stuff makes a whole lot of money. That's what it is. And so I challenge you guys to go, not sign up later, but I challenge you to go and sign up tonight. You know, Warren Buffett says that writing a check separates the conversationalist from the committed. If you're committed to change your life, you'll go sign up. If you just want to talk about changing your life, You can do that tomorrow on social media. But if you're committed, and even I have a testimonial from my friend Warren of how he made, what'd you make, Warren? $5,000+ on his first launch. First product ever. You know, here's the thing. You have to be committed to your next level. Committed to it like you committed to your man. If your man called you tonight and told you he was in jail and it was going to cost you $99 down and $99 a week for 12 weeks, girl, you would find that $99. Allyson, you know I'm not lying. Baby, you would, if you had to call everybody, including your previous baby daddy, to get that $99. But here's the thing. I'm not for everybody, because I will push you. I will challenge you. I will expect more. I'm not your hands-off coach. I'm your hands-on coach. I'm going to get in your grill, and I'm going to ask you, where is your legacy? Where is your freedom? And you got to want it more than you want the way you're living right now. I'm proof that you can free yourself. I'm proof. Generated $600K plus last year. On the road to our first $1 million year. On the road to a $2 million year next year. And guess what? I'm not by myself. My clients will tell you 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x their income. Because I'm going to always challenge you to go get more. And I'm not only going to challenge you, I'm going to show you the way. So if you haven't signed up, bit.ly/blaq code, BLAQ CODE, and I'll tell you a secret. Anybody want to know a secret? Say me in the chat. I need to make all y'all sign a non-disclosure. Anybody want to know a secret? Desiree, first one, she messy. Talking about me. Who else want to know? Shalonda said me. You might know already, Shalonda. Warren, you messy. Warren, you know. You know. Alita said me. I don't see enough me's. I don't think they want to know. I'll tell y'all 5 tomorrow. So next year is the rip, right? Some years you just have that year where you're just going to rip it all off the wall. That next year is that year for me. So Robin, I know you know already because you're the event planner in conjunction with Shelly Rice Productions. But we're about to do a 10 to 15 city tour, 300 plus women per city. And if you join the blaq code, you get an opportunity to present in one of those cities. What? You get, so the blaq code stands for build, launch, and quit. That means you get to launch your product in one of those cities. If that's not phenomenal, I don't know what is. Because I didn't have a platform of 200 to 300 women in any city, especially major cities, to launch my business on. So, you know, you get the jump off. You get the jump start. And that's what this tribe is about. We're about elevating you to where you're supposed to be. So, you know, Allyson, I ain't even finna lie. You killed it, girl. You killed it with a TKILT. Oh, my goodness. You killed it.
You make me smile, girl.
You killed it. I was over here, girl. I was finna sign up for your program. I said, oh, wait.
I ain't have no program.
I was like, oh, wait.
Your program.
I saw that, sis. And I love you for it. Let me tell you about your top 5. Let me tell you about the people that's in your group. The people that, when you got something going on, you call them for. If they not making money, why you calling them? What you calling them for? They're going to be the people Kiara told you guys the other day. Kiara is coming up next. Stay-at-home mom. She stay at home with her baby now. A year ago, they asked her, you going to sign up for coaching with that lady? That lady freed her from a job. She 3x her income in corporate America. Next year, Kiara's on pace to do $500,000. Let her tell you about it. 2 years later. 2 years later on pace to do $500,000. Because see, this is how I roll. I'm leaving my $500,000. Who's picking it up? Just say me in the chat. I'm leaving my $500,000. I made $600K last year. I'm making $1 million this year. Who's picking up the $500,000? I'm leaving you the torch. But you got to be in it to win it. Look, Kiara said me. Kiara said me because we're going to Hawaii next year, me and my team. on a private plane. And I said, I'm going to write in the caption, 1.6 million me, 500,000 Kiara, 700K van, 600K Alta Vista. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you where we came from. But you can't go if you don't start. And it's available for anybody. It's available for everybody. But you got to get started and you got to stay true to the journey. And that's some real stuff. Allyson, what you got to say to close it out, boo? I'm coming to San Antonio, by the way. I'm going to take you up on that old dinner.
Well, because I told you I was going to throw down.
Girl, it better not be no couscous and...
Now, girl, listen, I'm from the South. So my mama always had 3 meats. So I'm a smother some pork chops. I'm going to make a roast. Let me see. I'll probably do a salmon. I'll do a 5-cheese macaroni. I'll do some dressing, collard greens mixed with some cabbage and turkey in there. Come on, I'll make you some rolls with some honey butter.
What you know about collard greens and cabbage? Where you from, Allyson?
Listen, you don't think this thickness came from McDonald's, do you?
Girl, you ain't
no,
thick.
ma'am.
I remember thick Allyson. I took her card a couple of years ago. I say to myself, Allyson, give me your big girl card back, baby. You ain't in the club no more. I'm going to get out the club soon.
Oh, my gosh. I just want to say to everyone, if you're going to honor Danielle with the word coach, be serious about it. And the thing that I saw somebody post in the thread is they said, you shouldn't have to beg anyone to get to their next level. And I want to say something to that, and then I'll throw it back to you, Danielle. Sometimes the way that we're conditioned to hear is we have to hear it over and over and over again from a place of pain in order to make a new decision. You know that you are deeply connected to struggle when the only way somebody can inspire you to grow is to talk about your pain. You know that you are ascending and going to the next level. I knew I wanted to hire the mentor that I hired now when he said to me, Allyson, there's no way that you shouldn't have at least 4 revenue streams that are doing $100,000 plus each month. And so when he spoke to my possibility, he inspired me. But it used to be when you spoke to my pain, you caused me to go, I think I need to move. Mm-hmm. So right now, Danielle is speaking to a tribe that is connected more to their pain than they are to their possibility. But oh, baby, how long is blaq code?
12 weeks.
12 weeks? In 12 weeks, your reality can be barely recognizable where you shift from being purposed in your pain to rooted in your possibility. And that's how your life can transcend and can change. And so for everyone that is on the fence, get off. Get off. What are you waiting for? Make a new decision. What's the URL again that they go to, Danielle?
bit.ly/BLAQ code. That's where you sign up.
Code. And this is the first program that I ever signed up. It was $300. 18 months later, the program that I signed up for was $50,000. After I signed up for that $50,000 program, I made my, $12,500 deposit, Danielle. I stood on a stage and I made $63,000 in 1 hour.
They don't get it.
I did it again, and I had superseded my BlackBerry salary. In 4 hours, I superseded what I used to make in a full year of dedication to a career.
If you don't charge it, if you don't pay it, you can't get it back.
That's so real.
It's impossible. Until you have paid 4, 5 figures for a coach, you can't require anybody to pay. You don't even understand the mindset. And right. Every time I increase what I pay in coaching, I instantly get it back. But that's part of that faith walk too. You'll catch that in a minute. Once you walk in faith, it's one of those things that you're instantly rewarded for your faith. And I told you guys the other day, you watch your mouth. Watch your mouth and what you say you can't afford. because it might be right at your feet to be able to afford it. But once you say, I can't, you can't. And that goes to James Allen, as a man thinketh, so is he. As you speak out your mouth, so you are. But you know what? Here's the thing. And you're right. You shouldn't have to beg people to go to the next level. But Allyson, you know what? I wish somebody would have begged me. I wish somebody would have told me.
Somebody did beg me. Lisa Nichols sat and begged me in my face. Will you change? Will you be different?
I wish for that.
She sat and begged me in my face. And that's how I know. I don't speak that from a book. I know because she met me in my pain. And then I graduated into my power and possibility. Who met me in my pain? Dr. Paula White. Who met me in my pain? Susan Taylor. Who met me in my pain? Kim Kiyosaki. Who met me in my pain? Simon T. Bailey. Dr. George C. Fraser. They met me in my pain, but now they still thrive with me in my possibility. So
it's a difference.
I want to say to everybody, there's no reason, if you're on, that you shouldn't be clicking that link and giving yourself the opportunity to accelerate. It changed my life, making decisions and purchases, because don't call this an investment. It is not an investment at this level. It is not. It is a purchase that will give you the entrepreneurial education to accelerate your success. It is a purchase, and from there you will graduate into making an investment when you do your next level with Danielle after that. So I love you, Danielle. I'm so proud of you. I love seeing you every day on live. I try to sneak in when I can. I'm like, she gonna get me off task, getting these damn alerts, but I don't want to turn them off because I want to watch what you gotta say. And I just think that you are mastering new media, new marketing, new presencing, new opportunities, and you're doing the things that other people aren't willing to do, and you're going after the people that other people are leaving behind. And there's a season where God will call forth a prophet to bring forth the remnant, and that is you. And I honor you, and I see you, I respect you, and I love you for it, and I'm grateful to be on your platform. So thank you.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. And I'm coming to get them greens, too. Get
the
pot ready.
And then look, you can just go lay in the guest room.
I'm going to have the itis. If I got to lay on the porch.
Do you like it cold or do you like it warm? Do you like it cool or warm?
I'm cold natured. I get cold and sleepy.
Okay, so there's a black woman in Atlanta that makes these custom throws, and they're amazing. And I'm going to wrap you up in one of those. I'm going to turn on a movie and let you pretend you're going to watch it. And I'm going to let you go on and fall asleep.
And girl, that movie going to watch me.
And it's going to watch you. I got your back, girl.
Thank you, Allyson. I appreciate you, sweetheart.
I love you, girl. Bye.
Guys, this next level is so about who are you partnering with. Man, Altavi's gone and bring on the closer. Go on and bring on the closer. But guys, I want to tell you something. If you haven't shared this video, share this video. You are here for a reason. We always say, we always say, take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime. Within the lifetime of that opportunity. I have deliberately and intentionally kept my prices affordable all year. My team has talked to me about increasing the prices, and I've said I want to let as many people in as possible. Your expiration date is coming due. And so here's your opportunity. If you've watched me, if you've grown with me over the last years, your opportunity of affordability is coming to a close. And I can't continue to grow as a person, guys. And this brings tears to my eyes because Kiara will tell you, Altavis will tell you, I'm the type of person that I hate leaving. Robin said, yes, we have. I hate leaving anybody behind. I really feel like when we were birthed to have greatness. And even if you don't see yours, I want you to see it. And I want you to capitalize on it. And I want you to change your life financially as a result of it. But I'm coming to a place, guys, where my team, my destiny, my calling will not allow me to continue to wait. So you've got to make some decisions about what you want. You see me free. You see the people around me getting free. You see all of that. I don't know when you're going to make the decision to get free yourself. And all you have to do is sign up, and Kiara will tell you, follow the instructions. Can you tell them, Kiara, or can you speak to the people?
Yes. Hi, I'm so excited to be here. Oh my gosh, I'm super, super excited. When I made my first investment with you, I saw my money come back literally within a week. And people don't understand, at the time, that was an investment for me because I was barely making ends meet. To be able to grow from that place to where I am now has been so amazing. And I'm just so thankful. I'm so excited to be able to be here. You've been saying it for the past 2 days, but to be able to be here with people that I have watched literally for, the past, 3-5 years. It really is an amazing, amazing thing. So thank you so much. I'm super, super excited to be able to present this morning here on the East Coast. It's 12 a.m.
It is. I apologize, but they hanging in there, Kiara. They ain't going nowhere. And one thing I want to remind you before we turn this over to Kiara is number one is everybody starts at zero, but number two, you must invest in you. That is the best investment you're going to make for your family, for your life, for your future, is the investment in yourself. And if I could show you the number of people who have brought their income to a staggering place because they believed in themselves. This ain't about your belief in me. It's not. It ain't about what I want for you. It's not. It's about what you want for yourself and what you're willing to, believe in for you. So before we turn over to Kiara, I'm letting you know the Black Code has been waiting for you. This program has been waiting for you. It's designed for you. You can make a million reasons not to sign up. And I can tell you, about 150,000 reasons to sign up. And it's up to you. And we're going to do the math in the program on your potential earnings as a result of this program. And you got to ask yourself, is this what I want, or am I resigned to stay where I am? And that's all the difference. Guys, if you've shared this video already, share it again. The broadcast continues to be lit. You don't want to miss a thing. If you haven't signed up for the replays, make sure you go to bit.ly/blaq, BLAQ webinar. Get the replays. Go to the Black Code. There's a ton of bonuses. 10 to 15 cities. We're about to rip apart next year. You got to ask yourself, is that what I want? Do I want that jump start in my business? There's about to be a shift in the leadership in this whole online stratosphere. Will you be there? And that's the truth of the matter. If you're going to be there, say me in the chat. I just want to make sure you want to be there. Because if some of you are still want to say, I just stay here in my little corner. I just stay where I'm at. I don't want to jump start. I don't want to start. I don't want to go big. So, share the broadcast and say me in the chat if big is what you want. Because at this point, I can't even see myself playing small. Alto Visa, if you're not asleep, can you officially introduce Kiara? Official. Like referees and whistles.
Nah, I am yet holding on. So, guys, this has been a phenomenal 2-day telesummit. I don't know. I don't know why you would not want to make the investment at this point with all of the people that you have seen, those who have made 6 and 7 figures, those who have been able to take their story and change it all the way around. why would you not want to move to your next level? bit.ly/BLAQCODE Black Code. It starts on November the 9th. It's an opportunity for you to elevate. And don't forget, get the replays from yesterday and today by going to bit.ly/BLAQ webinar. And you'll also get the freebies from the presenters as well. So next. Yes, I feel like I should be like, bring them out. It's hard to get. Oh, okay. So my sis Kiara is coming to the forefront. And, you know, it's great when you start to meet like-minded business women. And you get to look at each other and you see each other's journey and you go, I'm not by myself. I'm not in this alone. And so literally I've had the opportunity to follow Kiara over the last year, move from being that VP in business and communications to being this stay-at-home mom who gonna put y'all on y'all backside. She gonna make y'all sit down and take some notes today, because she tells you all about what it means to be that stay-at-home mom and build a sustainable business. Not just sell a couple things, not just have a little gathering with some tea and some crumpets, but literally to have a sustainable business. So that way you can be the next one saying that you're about to reach your 6 figures. So Kiara, hey sis.
Hey y'all. So I'm so excited to be here tonight. Thank you guys so much. Trying to get everything in order on my screen. Thank you guys so much for just staying. I know it's getting a little bit late. I promise I won't keep you guys long. I'm going to get so directly to the point, because not only do I value my own time, but I value your time. And it's so important right now that you guys you leave here tonight with some actionable steps, some things that you can do. And it's really, really important. So before I go into my brief presentation, Autovis Danielle said, this time last year, I had just quit my job. I was working as Vice President of Business Development for a marketing firm here in Philadelphia. And I decided that I was gonna finally do my business full time. I was gonna pursue my business full time. And literally 1 week after turning in my resignation, I found out that I was expecting my newborn son, Josiah. And for me, that was so just stunning. And so I was faced with a real decision, right? I could either allow the fear and the pressure and the doubt that absolutely came up to keep me stuck, and I could have went back to my job, or I could have, ended up broke or poor or whatever at home, or I could take what was scaring me. I could take what was challenging me, and I could use it to drive myself forward. And that's what I decided to do. So I know you guys are here tonight because there is something that is driving you. There is something in you that is calling you out of where you are. There is something about your life that you want to change. And that's really what I want to talk to you about tonight. There has been so much amazing information shared over these past 2 days. So many people have given you guys real information that you can use in your business to be able to grow, to be able to earn more, to be able to do more. However, what I really want you to understand is that without having the proper strategy to be able to execute this, without somebody giving you the step-by-step instructions to be able to execute what it is that you need to be able to do, you're gonna be stuck. See, I knew that I needed to grow my business and be on social media and have nice images and get a pretty brand. And I knew I wanted to have a podcast and I wanted to sell more, right? I knew all of those things, but I didn't have somebody to walk me through the strategy of being able to do it. And that is the benefit of working with a coach. That is the benefit of investing in the Black Code. That is what is going to take you to the next level. When you make a decision to invest in your future, to invest in your children's future, to invest in your legacy, then you'll be able to change your life. So for me, it's not about yes or no. See, either you're going to spend the time doing the work and you're going to continue to do the work for your job and you're going to continue to dislike your life and dislike your circumstances, or you're going to decide today that you're not going to be stuck anymore. It is a brand new day, right? It's Wednesday on the East Coast now, so it's a brand new day, no matter where you're watching. What does that mean? That today can be the day that goes down in history as you making a decision to change your life. So before I hop into my presentation, if you haven't already shared this broadcast, or even if you have, make sure that you share this. Make sure that you text your girlfriend right now. Tell them, listen, you need to get up. I know it's late, but I need you to watch this right now. You tell somebody to sign up. You connect with someone in your community who needs this information. It may not be you, but somebody needs this information so that they can free themselves and free their children and free their families from whatever it is that they're struggling with, okay? And when you guys have done that, just let me know in the chat. You can type, I shared again, or I did it, Kiara. Let me know that you did it so that I know that we're all on the same page. And while you're doing that, guys, I'm going to pull up my presentation so that we can get to it.
And guys, just real quick, because I know it's super late, and shoot, Allyson ain't the only one with books, so I'm gonna tell her later. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm reading right now, and I want to give a couple of copies away to those of you who hashtag shared. See how quick I learned in the chat? Think Like a Billionaire by Scott Anderson. It's an amazing book, and if you're one of my private clients, this is on your read list right now. I need you to share again. Nobody care if they mad because you sharing. Even if you're in the Zoom, share again. And I'm going to pick y'all up. So guess what? Think Like a Billionaire, because I told you guys that once I turned the corner to 1 million, I dropped 1 million as my goal and I picked up billion. And so there's a certain set of success principles that billionaires embody, and I've been studying them. And if you want to get on this billionaire journey, remember, like Allyson said, folks calling you a B word, I need you to share, comment, share it in the chat once you share it. And then I'm going to call out who won the books in just a minute, and we'll connect with you. The next one is Tony Robbins, because if you're still here, you're what I call unshakable. And this is actually your financial freedom playbook, creating peace of mind in a world of volatility. So if you want to win a copy of Anthony Robbins' Unshakable, make sure you comment, share in the chat. So again, we about that billionaire. And then the third book, I'm going to give away 4. The third book is Super Rich by Russell Simmons, The Guide to Having It All. If you want to be a billionaire, you have to start to mimic and mock and study billionaires. So again, sharing this scope, I'm going to get you a copy in the 4. As you guys comment, share, as you share again, I'm going to go back and check because y'all know I'm about that life. As you go back and share again within this time frame, make sure you say share, and we're going to choose after Kiara finishes her presentation. I'm going to let you know who won. And last but not least, and I quote this book all the time because you don't get it, The Law of Divine Compensation. And the Law of Divine Compensation is what the Black Code is based on, which is the number of people you serve is the amount in which you're going to be compensated. That's it. That's all. That's what really makes billionaires. If you want to know why Hilton is a billionaire industry, it is because Hilton have served millions of people. You stay in a hotel, Goodyear, millions of tires, JP Morgan, millions of bank accounts. So as you're sharing this, bringing other people in, because that's what we're supposed to do, I'm going to come back and announce who won these books, and then we'll get these books out to you on Amazon. You'll have them in the next couple of days. Back to you, Kiara. It's on you. Now what you're gonna do?
I hope y'all share so y'all can get those amazing books. So let's hop into this. So this is about the last 2 days. If you've been with us over the last 2 days, this is about you changing your life. The Black Code is about you changing your life. It's about you taking strategic steps to build your business while you still have your job. It's about you earning 3 or 4 or even 6 times. Danielle told me that when she left her job, she was able to earn 6 times her income. It's about you 6xing your income, 10x, 20x, whatever it is that you want to do. It's about you designing your ideal life so that you can live on your own terms. It's about you being free to travel, to spend more time with your family, to give back, and to learn how to work smarter. And if I told you that you could do all of those things, if I told you that it was possible, because nobody told me, I lived for a very long time before somebody told me that it was possible, would you be willing to take the steps? And I need you guys to comment with me because we need to stay awake together. So make sure that you comment in the chat, either here or on Facebook or wherever you're watching. Comment in the chat if you would be willing to take those steps to change your life. What if I told you that you could be on the path to making this change within the next 90 days. Danielle said a few minutes ago that the Black Code is only 12 weeks long. And I said only because 12 weeks is a very short amount of time to literally transform your thinking, transform your business, transform your mindset, transform your finances, transform your children's future. In just 90 days, you can be on a completely different path than you're on right now. Those of you, and I'm sure that there are some of you who are watching who don't have a lot of money in your bank account right now. You got a bill that's coming up. Tomorrow is the 1st, and you're not sure, today is the 1st, you're not sure if you're going to be able to cover that bill. What if I told you that in the next 90 days you could have more than enough? What if I told you that if your kids came home and asked you for money in the next 90 days, you would feel much more comfortable about being able to give them what they needed, that you would have a plan of action to be able to do it? Would you be willing to commit? Because that's what we need from you tonight. As I close out this summit, what I'm looking for from each of you guys who are here, because if you're still here, that means you're interested. If you're still here, that means you're invested. What I need from you tonight is a commitment to your next level, a commitment to your family. If you're willing to commit, just type me in the chat, so that I know that I have these people who are committing to changing their lives. So the bottom line is that all of us want freedom. Freedom in time, freedom in money, freedom to do what we want to do, when we want to do it, and to be able to enjoy life. You were not created to go to a job that you hate every single day so that you can simply pay your bills. I know my story was that I was going to a job that I didn't like just so that I could pay my bills and pay for childcare for my oldest son, just so that I could go to a job that I didn't like. I was on an endless cycle. I was never going to get off until I decided to make a decision that was going to break me free. And that's what the Black Code is about for you. So I want to give you guys a little bit of a preview, a little bit of insight into what you need to have to be able to effectively build, launch, and quit. And the number one thing that you need to take away from all of these sessions that we've gone over is that at the end of the day, you have to have a system. See, the Black Code is not just a bunch of notes or a bunch of information that's, randomly thrown together. It is a system that has been proven. It is not a magic pill, but it is a method that has been proven to work. And if you're looking for someone to give you the step-by-step instructions, that's where I was. I did not know what to do. I heard what people were saying. I was watching people on YouTube and on listening to podcasts and watching people on Periscope, but I still wasn't able to connect the dots for myself so that it would translate to real money in my pocket. If that is you, you're looking for a system. So what makes the iPhone so great? It's not that the iPhone has amazing design or anything that any other cell phone has. The difference is its operating system. If you look at major cities, the thing that makes them stand out are their public transportation systems, their water systems, and all of these different systems that they have in place to be able to provide for those millions of people that live there. Even your body functions miraculously because of its system. Right now, your nervous system is functioning, your muscular system is functioning, your digestive system, if you just got finished eating, that's functioning. So your body even understands that you need to have a system in place if you want to function properly. If you want to change your life, if you want to earn more money, if you want to grow your business, you need to have a system. So tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about a business communication system and why that is so important for you to have in place so that you can reach more people, earn more money, and of course have more freedom of time and financial freedom. As you scale your communications in your business, you're going to be able to scale your business earnings. Okay, the more people that you get in front of, the more people that you talk to, the more people that you present with your product, the more people that you present with the service that you offer, the more people who are likely to say yes to you, that is going to equal scale. That is going to equal growth. That is going to equal more money in your pocket. So I have this diagram here, and I hope you all can follow me. Most of you guys right now are doing business like this diagram. See, you're talking to one person at a time, and you may ask them if they want to meet you outside somewhere for coffee, or maybe you try to get them on the phone so that they can buy something from you. A lot of you guys, Candace talked about it earlier today, slide up into people's Facebook inboxes or post endlessly on your social media site with your fingers crossed, hoping that somebody will buy something from you today. And then after you get off the phone or you end that coffee date with them, you send them an email and you say, thank you so much for meeting with me today. It was really a great pleasure talking to you. Remember, I told you about my brand new course. Remember, I told you about my brand new service. Let me know if you have any questions. And they may or may not respond to your email. A lot of times they don't. And then you try to call them again, and you may email them again and call them again. And you go through this cycle. But at the end of the day, they're either going to say yes, which is going to equal money for you, or they're going to say no, which is going to equal no money for you. And if you have a day job, this may take a lot for you to do because you don't have a lot of extra time to be able to spend building relationships with people. Now, if you're a real overachiever, you might talk to 2 people and take 2 people out to coffee, or get 2 people on the phone and email 2 people, and you feel like a winner because this week you talked to 2 people and you can't believe that you did that. But what if I said that there was a way that you could talk to a bunch of people at a time? What if we could increase that, triple, quadruple that, so that you were talking to more and more people at a time? More and more people were seeing your offer. More and more people were learning about your product and service. More and more people were being attracted to you, not because you were pretty or because you were handsome, not because somebody shared you, but they were being attracted to you because you had a solution that they were looking for. The answer to this question is that you would get more people to say yes to you. Because at the end of the day, it's just a numbers game. And this is something that Danielle has taught me. And this is why I love when she pulls out the calculator, because at the end of the day, it's all about how many people you can get to say yes. And in order for me to increase the number of people who say yes, I have to increase the number of people that I talk to. But that's impossible if you have a day job. That's impossible if you're trying to be your social media manager, you're the admin, you're the graphic designer, you're everything on the team, and you have a day job. And if you're like me, you have children, you have a significant other, you have parents, you have girlfriends, you got church, you got so much stuff to do. It's impossible for you to talk to this many people a day or this many people a week. And so you may be wondering, Kiara, this sounds good, but how can I reach this many people? How can I do this in a way that's going to really help me see some real results? I'm so glad you asked. Only one thing will give you the ability to scale your communications with your prospects, and that is a profitable business communication system. For those of you who know me, that is AKA an email marketing system. Now, why is having an email marketing system so important? Because the majority of the people that you're connected to have not even said yes to you in any other way than saying, I like your Facebook picture, I like your profile picture. You could send 1,000 friend requests a day, and if everybody said yes, the only thing that they said yes to was, you look pretty nice, based on the picture that you have on your profile, based on what your profile image says. Until people sign up to get on your email list, until people come into your communication system, they have not identified themselves as being your ideal client. And I want to help you to be able to wrap your head around what it means to get people to say, I'm interested in what you have to offer. I'm interested in what you're saying to me. I'm interested in what you're selling, and I am looking for a solution like the one you have. So how do you do that? Well, how many of you here have a Facebook page? Just go ahead and type me in the chat. If you're watching me on Facebook, then we know you have one. But if you're here on Zoom and you're watching us, just type me if you have a Facebook page. Right now, I'm sure you guys will not believe this. I searched second quarter 2017, there were over 2 billion active Facebook users every single month. That means that out there in the Facebook universe, out there in the social media universe, there are people who are looking for the things that you have. And so you need to use those social media connections to attract your prospects, to scale your communication, to earn more money. That right there is the formula. That's $1 million formula that I just gave you right there. It took me years and years and years to learn that formula, but I just gave it to you guys for free. Why did I give it to you for free? Because you need to understand that you need to have a system to be able to grow your business. Now, this is not the full execution strategy. You're going to get the full execution strategy when you sign up for the blaq Code. But this right here is going to give you some insight into what you've been doing wrong and how off base you are. See, I didn't know that I was lost out there wandering around in the world doing everything wrong. I thought if I posted really nice pictures and I curated my Instagram profile and I took really cute selfies and I said really witty things on social media, that as long as I did that and every so often I dropped my Instagram with a link or I hashtag something on my Facebook page, that people would find me and that they would connect with me and that ultimately I would sell my product. And I tried that for months, probably longer than months. I mean, because I stopped and started a lot when I wasn't making money, when I wasn't able to sell my products. I kept giving up, right? I kept giving up because I didn't have a strategy. Those of you who have been looking for a strategy, those of you who have been looking for the answer, here is the answer. Now, the benefit of working with Danielle and the blaq Code is that she's going to give you step by step on how you execute this. She's going to tell you what you need to do first, second, and third. She's going to tell you how you do it in a way that's so powerful that it captivates your audience. I think she says she has over 33,000 followers on social media right now. I know that just by watching her on Facebook, she's been able to grow her Facebook page to have like somewhere like 20 something followers on Facebook right now. It's amazing to me. She's going to show you how to be able to reach those people who are looking for you in a way that transforms your entire life. Guys, you need to have this strategy if you're serious about your next level. So what I learned is that most businesses lack this system. And because they lack this system, they earn less money, they work more, they take longer to quit their jobs, if ever, and they go out of business sooner. Just because African American women are leading the pack and starting new businesses, it does not mean that they all are successful. I think Danielle said that they are capped at about $40,000 per year, but I wonder, what are the numbers about women who are making less than $40,000 a year? Here in Philadelphia, where I live, if you make under 50K, you're still considered to be within the poverty range. So that means that you're still a working poor person, right? Even if you have your own business, you're still poor. I want you to be able to leave your job and not be poor. I want you to be able to leave your job and be able to do the things that you like to do. I don't want you to be handcuffed to your computer. I don't want you to fail and to feel that feeling of failing. And the way that you can guarantee yourself that you're not going to fail or you're not going to suffer from a failure is by working with someone who has gone before you, working with someone who is able to show you the way, working with someone who can give you strategies that will work. And one of the things that I learned about working with Danielle, and she kind of mentioned it earlier, is that I don't try to recreate the wheel. If I see someone who is successful and I ask them, hey, what did you do to be successful? And they tell me, this is what I did, Kiara. First I did A, then I did B, and then I did C. I'm not going to try to mix that strategy up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go right back to my lab and I'm going to do A, then I'm going to do B, and then I'm going to do C. And I'm going to go back to them if it doesn't work for me the first time. And I'm going to say, hey, you said you did A, B, and C, right? And Danielle is so amazing because she'll tell me, yeah, baby, that's what I did. A, B, and C. And I'll say, well, if it worked for her, let me go back to the lab and figure out what I did wrong so that I can do A, B, and C. And as I began to perfect...
And hold on, Kiara. Does it work?
It works. Because I was getting ready to say, as I began
Does it work?
My ability not to... It wasn't her steps. It was my ability to follow those steps.
Can you
I
follow
tell
the
Georgie all the
steps?
time, you got to learn how to listen. You don't listen good. You got to learn how to listen to be able to execute well, to be able to follow the directions. And when you learn how to follow directions and don't add your own sauce to it, it don't need no more secret sauce. It don't need no more twisted lemon on the side. You don't put an 8.5 in there, but you just go ahead and follow the steps. That is where you find your success. That is where you find your sweet spot. That is where you begin to do what Allyson talked about, which is attract your tribe to you so that you can begin to earn more and do more and just feel better about yourself.
And Kiara, can I add one thing real quick? Guys, I want you to know that delayed obedience is still disobedience. One thing I can tell you about Kiara is not only does she follow the steps, she follows them immediately. She follows them immediately. Guys, I go through the fire so you don't have to. I bust my butt so you don't have to. So when I tell you do A, B, C, if you choose to do A and C, don't come back to me talking about, Coach, I bust my butt. I give it. I don't know any other coach, and it's just me being honest. I don't know any other coach that gives it all to you. What I'm doing now, what I'm going to do later, what I'm fitting to do, what I'm about to do, I give it all 100% to you. And one thing I can tell you about Kiara, I'm sorry, Kiara. I'm sorry I'm on your time.
No,
I'm finna duck out. Is that she ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. She said, if you did it like that, coach.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And see, it may not generate her the same level of profits it generates me because her following is smaller. But as she continues to do the things that I've shown her to do and her following grows, then she generates the same level of money that I just left. Because I'm not going to stop growing my following. You heard me? And it's not a day that goes by that I'm not looking at how do I get more. So because I am that hungry, my clients are that hungry. And to me, it makes all... I'm sorry, Kara. You just...
You said you were exactly right, because one of the things that I had to learn was that if you skip steps, then you're going to miss out on parts of your success. Right. And so, like I said, most businesses don't have this system. It's not that most business owners haven't heard that they need to have a system. It's not that most business owners haven't been taught that they need to have a system, but most business owners choose not to implement the system. And by choosing not to implement this success system, what inadvertently happens is that you fail. And I'm sure that some of them come back and they try to do it again, and they may or may not choose to implement the system that they were told to do. But if you're looking for longevity, see, I don't just want a microwave success that's not going to last long enough to be able to support my children. I have a 5-month-old. I need some long money. I need money that's going to last beyond the end of 2017. I'm not looking for overnight success. I'm looking for something that's going to last. And if you're looking for something that's going to last, for a strategy that you can duplicate again and again and again, the blaq code is it. The blaq code is the strategy that's going to teach you how to make more products. And one of the things that I love about the way that Danielle teaches product creation is that you're not limited. See, some coaches, and she just said this, some coaches teach you how to do one thing. They give you one trick. But when you work with Danielle, the amazing thing is that the strategies that she teaches help you to be able to duplicate the process again and again and again for yourself. So you're not limited by anything except for your own imagination. You're not limited by anything except for your own willingness to go out there and create something new. You're not limited by anything except for your own willingness to work to be able to get what it is that you want. And what I had to learn about myself was that whether I was doing the work in a job for an employer or I was doing the work for myself, I was still going to be doing the work. So now you have to make that decision. I decided that I didn't want to spend the rest of my life building somebody else's dream, so that, God forbid, when something does happen to me, my children don't have anything to say that this is their own. My children don't have anything to say, hey, we can still earn money from this even though mommy is gone. You have to ask yourself, are you creating a life that you're proud of? Are you doing what you really want to do? Are you really happy? And I'm not saying that you have to quit your job today, because that wouldn't be wise. But I am saying that you need to learn how to be able to build, how to be able to launch your products and services, because there is a strategy to launching. Once you create a product, once you create a service, it's not just build it and they will come. There is a strategy to launching it that will get it in front of the right people who will be able to buy it from you, not people who can't buy it from you or don't want to buy it from you or don't even have an inkling of what you're talking about. And that's the problem with a lot of you guys and how you're currently marketing your products and services. You're either selling to people who don't have the money or don't want to buy it, or they're not even interested. It's not even on their radar. You're posting about your tea. You're posting about your jewelry. People are ignoring you. So you need to learn, how do I get in front of the right people? How do I learn the right strategies? How do I learn how to execute this in a way that is profitable for me? Finally, I just want to give you guys some success tips, right? If you use this system, you're going to be able to get more eyes on the content that you're creating. How many of you guys are live streaming regularly and there may only be 1 or 2 or 10 people in your room? Say me if you would like to get more eyes on the content that you're creating.
Me.
Some of you guys are making connections with people. You're meeting new people. You're out there in the world. You're getting people to connect with you, but you don't have a way to be able to follow up with those connections so that you can earn more. Say me if you would like to learn how to be able to follow up with those connections in a way that earns you more money. And those of you who are watching on Facebook too, just please type me in the chat. I'm able to see it, so I just want to make sure that you guys we're all on the same page. How many of you would like to know which of the people you connect with are actually looking for the solutions that you provide? You may have gotten 10 friend requests today, or met 10 new people at a networking event today, or 10 people inbox you today, but you're not sure which one of those are most likely to become a customer. Say me if you would be interested in being able to filter those people out so that you would be able to get to the person who was most interested the fastest. Say me if you're looking for a way to get more referrals so that you can make more money and not only help yourself, but also help those people in your community to get what they need as well. Say me if, and this might not be everybody, but I know there are some people here who are building businesses that you need to hide from your boss or your coworkers or maybe even your family while you build it. It may be a conflict of interest. It may be something that you just don't want everybody to know about right now. And you're looking for a way to be able to kind of keep it on the low until you're able to really put it out there and let everybody know that you're ready to leave. Say me if you want to learn how to make up to 3 times more money than you make right now. I shouldn't see not a hand that doesn't go up. Everybody's hand should go up. Say me if you would love to learn how to do this, even though you have to make a time investment, and even though you have to make a financial investment, and even though you have to make a energy investment. Say me if you're willing to do this so that you don't have to spend every single day handcuffed to your computer or stuck in a job that you don't like right now. Say me if that's you. So out of all of those people that said me, all of those me's that I got in the chat, all of those me's that commented on Facebook, how many of you are committing tonight to sign up for the Black Code so that you can free yourself? Say me. I want to see, because you guys see, Allyson said it, but I feel a little I feel a little bit possessive over Danielle, because she really is my coach, because I make an investment. And some of you guys call her coach, but you never made an investment. Some of you guys slide up in the inbox and you haven't made an investment. Some of you guys haven't been, as Alto Vista will tell you, hit with a brick until you felt like you was ready to cry. Some of you haven't been challenged to take your next level. Some of you haven't been challenged to really take a hard look at yourself. So if you're here tonight, if you stayed, I think this presentation has been close to 3 hours now, 2.5 hours now. If you stayed through this entire presentation, I know it's because you're invested. I know it's not just because you wanted this information, but because you're looking for a real change. I challenge you to sign up tonight before you go to sleep. Before you get in your bed, I challenge you to sign up, enroll in the Black Code, take that step. That next step is going to change your life. I think Danielle had some bonuses. If you sign up before, and I'm sure she can hear me, so you can tell me exactly what it is. I think if you sign up before the 6th, is it, Danielle? Or is it the 1st? Today is the last day to sign up. You get access to some amazing bonuses that she has to be able to help you jumpstart what it is. Somebody give me the information, please. I don't have it in front of me. to be
Girl,
able
I had to look myself. I had to look myself. So until 11/6, you get some amazing bonuses. If you've attended my ebook writing webinar and written an ebook as a result, say me, because that's one of your bonuses, and it gets you that much closer to writing that book that's going to represent your business and generate more revenue. So say me. I'm giving away one of Kiara's favorite things. Oh my God. I remember when I met Kiara, and Celia, I know you signed up weeks ago, and I'm super excited about it. I love people who are decisive. One of Kiara's things is the Plan to Profit, which is a 12-month. It's a 12-month marketing presentation that helps you put your business profits in perspective on a monthly basis. I'm giving away Slay Social Media. Somebody asked about that. And even when Candace was talking earlier, a lot of our current social media methodology comes from Slay Social Media. And then I'm giving away Periscope stars. Somebody asked about that earlier. And that's the same live streaming guide that I've used from the time you'll see in the screenshot, 2,000 followers, to over 50,000 followers on social media. And you can still pay for them after November 6th, but why would you? And I know you got them all, Nikki. And then not only that, but if you want to hit the road with me and you want to have the opportunity to present with me in my next multi-city tour, then you got to sign up by November 6th. And I can't tell you, Kiara, what happens when you get on my platform? About how many new clients, new followers?
I think what people don't understand, and I'll just share this here. People, always ask, Kiara, how did you grow so fast? I grew so fast because, not just because I was executing, that was a major part of it, but I grew so fast because of the opportunities that Danielle gave me to be able to present to her audience, right? Platforms like this, to be able to speak at events or be on a telesummit. And these were just bonuses that were included in the package. But because I had my business together, right? Because it's one thing to present on a platform and not have some stuff in order, not be able to contain or be prepared for what the influx is. But because I did what she asked me to do, I had the business in order. When people came to me, I was able to provide them with the service. So if they had $20, I had a product for you. If you had $50, I had a product for you. And so my business was able to grow because of opportunities like that. If you want to really jumpstart, this is why, you guys, that's why I mentioned the bonuses, because the Plan to Profit, literally the first time I listened to it, and I listen to it regularly, literally changed my whole life. Danielle said, this is $1,000 bonus Kiara I'm giving you guys. And I said, man, this thing worth I done found like $10,000 out that thing. It changed the way that I looked at my business. It changed the way that I looked at my year. And it was helping me to be able to see more money. The opportunity, the Slay Social Media, and we've had so many success stories with the Slay Social Media training. People who have literally grown their social media following from 100 friends to thousands of people. So no matter where you're starting, no matter what you're doing, it's going to help you to be able to grow. And what was the other one that you have that's included?
Girl, let me go look.
I think it's a live stream bonus.
Oh, it's the Periscope stars.
Which was, now, I actually signed up. That was the first class that I signed up for you with, Scope School. At the time, that's what it was called, which is now Live Stream University. It's going through some transformation, but that Scope Stars training jump-started my, just everything, which was how I was able to get the return on my investment back literally within a week, because I went through those jumpstart bonuses. So what I'm saying to you guys is the bonuses really are worth multiple weeks of your class tuition. If you go ahead and sign up before the 6th, you get access to all of that. And you're doing a 100K vision board party too, which is another amazing training that Danielle has done for the past few years. So guys, listen, I not trying to sell you. I'm just remembering, okay? I'm just going through my remembrance. I feel like I'm in church. You know how the communion table at the front say, do this in remembrance of me? That's how I feel right now. And this is my remembrance of where I came from just a year ago. Just a year ago. So if you're wondering if you can do it, I posted earlier today on my Facebook, you know, it's people out there like Rihanna that's showing you can make $72 million. You may think that your market is crowded. You may think that people are not going to pay you. You may be listening to all of the people who presented over the past 2 days and saying that they're special and I can't do that. And I'm just trying to make $30,000. But if Rihanna can enter a very crowded makeup industry and make $72 million in 1 month, and if Cardi B, it is literally the year of Cardi B. If Cardi B can go from being one of the many reality TV stars to just literally transforming her life and being all over everything within the matter of a few months, if I can leave my job and 3x my income, you got people like Rihanna, Cardi B, and me out here showing you that anything is possible, that God will bring you before great men, that your gift will make room for you, but you got to be willing to do the work, and you got to get somebody who can help you. I cannot tell you the benefit of getting in a car with a coach who is real, right? Like, it's a lot of people out here that's selling y'all video trainings and PDF files, and that stuff not finna set you free, boo. But if you're looking for a real coach that you can talk to, that you can ask questions of, that's gonna really talk to you about your business and what your specific needs are, I really, really encourage you guys to sign up. I saw some of you guys make commitment in the chat to sign up for the Black Code. I'm super proud of you for taking that next step and signing up for the Black Code. It's going to change your life, and I just want to welcome you to our community.
I want to give away these books real quick for the folks that's still hanging in there. And I want to tell you this too, guys. It's possible of all of you. I don't just say that. I don't just say that. I embody that. I believe it. And the minute, you know, if you hang around me long enough, you're going to start believing it yourself. And that's where you're going to see that's where you're going to see the true change in your life. There's so much greatness out there right now. I don't want you to look at us and say, look at the great ones. You are the great ones. And I believe that. I believe that. And it breaks my heart when you don't go get what's yours. I'll tell you something. Funny story. And I appreciate you too, Chrissy. I'm proud of you for doing whatever it takes to be able to show up. But I'm going to tell you a funny story. When my mom was first able to speak, she said 4 things. She said, I love you so much. And the second thing she said was, why me? And I told her, Granny, at some point it's going to be all of us. And then she told me the other day, she said, I always want my square, but I can never get it. And I said, Granny, you got to go get your square. You have to get up and you have to go get your square. It's not going to just come to you. My mom's very timid, very meek, very mild, so anti-coach. She's the opposite of me. I tell her all the time, she gave me all her courage, all her gregariousness. She gave it all to me. But I said, Granny, when you get up out of that bed, you got to go get your square. So I'm telling you tonight, the same way Jesus told that man to sit by the pool of Bethesda, pick up your mat. Pick up your mat and walk. So Trinette, if you're still here, Trinette and Paula Batu, I decided to give away more than 1 book person. So Trinette, if you're still here, and Paula Batu, I'm going to send you guys Unshakable by Tony Robbins. So inbox me so you can get your book. Gerald Ford, if you're still here, I'm going to send you Super Rich by Russell Simmons. Hit me up. Shalonda and Cree, if you're still here, hit me up. I'm going to send you Think Like a Billionaire. And Antoinette Gabriel, if you're still here, hit me up. I'm going to send you The Law of Divine Compensation by Marianne Williamson. So hit me up, inbox me with your addresses so I can get your books out to you. And yeah, that part. This has been amazing, Kiara. I mean, just Jermaine, I tagged you too in that post with Nikki. I said, you know, whatever you guys need. Audrey, hit me up, whatever you guys need. So what you don't realize about coaching is once you're in the family, you're in the family. And we're here to make sure you get what you need. Yep, hit me up, Cree, so I can get you your book. So all of you guys hit me up. Kiara?
That is all I have for tonight. I know we're sending out bonuses, so I'm going to make sure you guys get my notes if anybody missed any part of it. You guys will be able to get access to all of that stuff with the replay videos. And I'm in the chat in this video, so if you guys are there, make sure you follow me on Facebook. And if you're not already following me there, make sure you're doing that, okay? So
and hit us up. Next stop is Atlanta, y'all. We're about to rip the paint off the ceilings and the walls. And they're going to need a case of microphones and 6 boxes of speakers because we're about to blow it up. So Atlanta, we're definitely on the way December 1st to the 3rd. What else was I going to say? Oh, and I'm going to actually add another bonus. For those of you who sign up by November 2nd, I'm going to add that time management bonus because y'all need it. Somebody asked about it earlier. I think it was Cree said, how do I avoid distractions? So I'm going to add that time management. It is nothing short of phenomenal. That time management bonus, and every day until we launch, I'm going to add a new bonus. A today only or register before now type of bonus. So the longer you drag your feet, the more you're going to lose. So for those of you who have already registered, somebody asked, are we going to get access to the bonuses? Yep, we start onboarding tomorrow. And look at also Vise even said, it is the conference that was in Florida time, but since it flooded, we got to move to Atlanta. I'm not waiting on them I'm not swimming around the hotel. I float, but I don't swim. Does anybody have any questions? The Black Code starts November 9th. If you're ready to take your destiny, your gifts, your talents to the next level, I promise I break it all the way down. To me, I'm one of the best teachers you're going to ever have because I keep it simple. Now, you will sit there and you will do your best to overthink it. And I will remind you at every turn. And you're going to be like, Coach, it's really this easy to make money? Tell them, Kiara.
You'll be like, but wait. So all I have to do is... And
all you got to do
don't get
is 1, 2, 3. And you're going to say, but, and I'm going to say, all you have to do is 1. But no, I ain't say that. It really is that simple. You guys are welcome for the summit. I wanted to introduce you to my family. Steve Osha, Nikki Woods, Allyson Byrd, Darius, Shay and Trevor, Van, Kiara, Candace. This is my family. And so I have no choice but to be great. So we are allowing you an opportunity to come into a family that's already doing big stuff. And all you got to do is say, let me in, Coach. I can play. You know what, Jackie? So let me tell you something about being fierce. Sorry, Kiara. Sorry, I saw you leaning forward. I always try to be respectful. Jackie said, I'm fearful, but it's time. Jackie, it's not a day that goes by that I'm not scared. Kiara, can you tell her?
Listen, and I think what's scarier than quitting your job and finding out a week later you pregnant?
Right?
I ain't have, it wasn't no insurance. Like, I ain't getting no Cobra. What's scarier than quitting your job and
quitting your job and having 3 kids and trying to figure out how you gonna pay their tuition?
Right. So fear is a part of it, but use that fear to fuel you. Use that fear to motivate you. Use that fear to say, you know, one of the things that Coach taught me was I am more afraid of being broke, more afraid of being homeless.
If you're more afraid of being broke, comment me in the chat. I know it's late, but I just want to check your pulse. If you're more afraid of being broke, type me in the chat. If you're more afraid of being homeless, type me in the chat. If you're more afraid of being without a car or transportation, type me in the chat. See, you gotta manage your fear. You gotta make your fear have priorities. And I'm more afraid of the alternative than I am anything else in the world. And if you're too afraid to move forward, my heart bleeds for you, because the world is waiting on you to be great. The world is waiting on you to be great. It's 12 weeks, $99 down, $99 a week. There is a $77 a week program. I don't mention it because if you can do 77, you can do 99. bit.ly/BLAQ code. You gotta be more afraid of not being a millionaire than you are being a millionaire. Yep, if you need the replay for tonight, bit.ly/blaq webinar. I'm going to invite you guys to a special What I Learned from the Blaq webinar session. That'll probably be no replay. So I'll get that information out to you. Yeah, I'm more afraid of the alternative. And I'm so proud of Kiara and Candace and Van. Shay and Trevor, they killed it. Darius absolutely mashed the game. He was so excited. Allyson killed it. Steve killed it. Nikki killed it. Oh my goodness. So the names of the books that I gave away again was The Law of Divine Compensation by Marianne Williamson. And we'll send these out with the replay. Super Rich by Russell Simmons. Unshakable. And that's one of my favorite words. Dr. Porter uses it. She calls it unflappable. But Unshakable by Anthony Robbins. And this is the book I challenge y'all to read this week, Kiara. Think Like a Billionaire. And if you're already in my Unlimited Coaching University, I gave y'all my billionaire tendencies. I said these are the 4 things that are going to make me a billionaire. I share everything. Don't you yawn, Kiara. You're a billionaire, girl. Don't you yawn.
It's 1 a.m.
It's getting late. Why are you still here, girl? Have you made up your mind? Girl, so listen, guys. bit.ly/blaq, BLAQ code. Don't try to do it by yourself. That's the message that you've heard. You've heard everybody talk about investing in coaching and investing in the next level and investing in you. And Allyson said it ain't even an investment. It's a purchase. Warren said 1 a.m. here too. We lit. You got to get the help. You got to get the help and just see where it goes. This is definitely an exercise in your next level, in your faith, in your tenacity, your resilience, and your way to say, look out, world, here I come. Because if you can't go get $99 out the world right now, I don't know what to tell you. There's just too many ways to get $99 a week out of the world. It is a Thursday. It's on a Thursday. You know, the Black Code is on a Thursday and the Black Code Light is on a Saturday. So 8 p.m. next Thursday we get started, and then 8 a.m. next Saturday. bit.ly/BLAQ code. Y'all know what? Coach love you. I show up every day and tell you that. Any questions? Alto V's close us out. Take us to the house. Are you woke, Alto V's? Alto V's is an early bird. She's up at like 4 in the morning. So she probably over there slobbing, covers over her head. Alto V's. She probably done took her jewelry off. Also, we can't even hear you, boo. You still on mute.
I sure did take the jewelry off. Yes, I'm yet holding on, though. I'm yet holding on.
Good night, Paula. You guys make sure you inbox me.
Guys, this has been a phenomenal 2 days. I mean, you got from branding to podcasting to you got your life in these 2 days.
Yeah, Toya, there's always replays. Here's another thing I'm going to tell y'all about the blaq code. If you enroll in the blaq code that's 99 down and 99 a week, you got an option to come to the working session on Saturday mornings. So you're not pinned down. You're not, if you miss that session on Thursday night, now Saturday mornings don't have the option to come to Thursday, but Thursday nights have the option to come to Saturday mornings and still get your life in their working session. And there's always replays in case you miss it. Go ahead, Alto Visa. I'm sorry.
Not a problem at all. Like I said, this has been a phenomenal 2 days, guys. You guys got a ton of information. And in order for you to get those replays, bit.ly/BLAQ webinar. You have learned so much. But can I just tell you that some of the main things that were talked about was relationship and community and taking action. Relationship, building relationship, not just with your clients, but with other people in your network. Building a network, having a community, because your net worth equals your networking. Because guess what? If you don't have that time to spend with other people, then why are people going to invest that time with you? If you don't have the opportunity to, or you don't take the opportunity to invest in somebody else, why do you expect that somebody's going to be able to invest in you? So you really have to look at it as anything that I do is going to come back to me. Danielle said that earlier. Whatever I put out there is going to come back to me. So how much do I really want? How much am I really willing to do? So, yeah, and you got to take action. So how many of you are taking action today? How many of you have signed up for the blaq code? How many of you have signed up for the replays so that way you can go and listen to this over and over again? How many of you have signed up? Because taking action is going to be the difference between your success and your failure. It's always going to be that taking action. So we appreciate you guys. bit.ly/BLAQ code. Yes, the bonuses are well worth it, guys. I'm telling you, the time management course is everything. Because if you don't have time
Girl, the meet me on the road.
Listen.
Let me tell you something. These live events I do next year are going to be so lit. Not only from a live perspective, but how many live stream eyes are on each event. So if we have 200 to 300, 400 people in the room, you best believe every one of those cameras is going to be on their Facebook Live. Will you be there?
Happens. Listen, every live event, everybody in the room is live. Everybody in the room is going from person to person. Saying, hey, this is such and such. Hey, this is this person. I know that.
Automatic community.
Listen, I was like, my sis from Virgin Islands, Joanna, brought earrings. I was like, look at what I got from the Virgin Islands. But it's that community. Listen, it's opportunity. Will you say yes to the opportunity? Will you say yes?
Coach love y'all. Coach finna go in here and kick it with her boo. Don't forget, guys, Trinette and Paula Batul. Inbox me your address for the Tony Robbins Unshakable. Gerald, he's on fleek. I love me some Gerald. And the reason I love me some Gerald is because Gerald takes action. And that's the thing that men do. And then Shalonda and Cree, Think Like a Billionaire. Don't forget. Antoinette, I love you, sis, for hanging in there. Divine Law of Divine Compensation. You guys make sure you hit me up and get what's yours. But I love you guys. Coach love you.
So we'll see you guys. And you know you got to catch Coach. She'll be back in the morning.
All right, thank you guys.
Time, same bad station.
Same bad time, same bad channel. Love you guys. Good night. And for those of you in here in the group, thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. We love you. Thank you so much. If you haven't signed up for the Black Code, you know what to do. bit.ly/BLAQ code. Look for an invite, guys. A special invite-only debrief so we can talk about what we learned and what's next. Love you guys. Have a great evening.
You want some ice?
Yes, but where you finna go with?
Nothing. I was in that door trying to make some money.
Oh, okay.
Want some ice?
Yes, please, miss. Whew.
You don't play for lunch.